At that point, before you go on this run, 5 of 6, what was the mood like in the locker room at that point?
I remember we were hearing a lot of people say, it's all right, and then, all right, it's all right, we're a good team, like we could do this. And then I remember the seniors, we all went, we had a senior meeting in the auditorium, and we kind of, we were just being truthful, like it's not all right, like yeah, we're a good team, and even everyone keeps on saying it's all right, we'll get it right, like it's not all right, we keep on losing, like we know what type of team we are, and it's not all right that we're losing. So we wanted to make a statement this next week that that we needed to get back on track and show the world what Syracuse football really was all about.
I remember that night too, because in the locker room we was kind of all pissed off, and I remember Ryan coming to me. I was like, "Yo, D, don't chill. We're gonna get it right." So we had a senior meeting, and I think that was a night, as a team collectively, we said it was enough with shooting ourselves in the foot with mistakes. And as you've seen on that 5-game stretch, it was at least a little amount of mistakes, if any. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now, obviously, there's no such thing as an easy win of the 5 wins. But the 2 that I really want to talk about are these comebacks. The first one against South Florida and the second against Missouri. The first one, South Florida, you're down 23-3 at halftime. What do you guys say in the locker room before a comeback like that when you're down to really get fired up? Or do you have to say anything at all?
You don't say nothing to get fired up. You just calm down, go over your adjustments, and just go out there and play. I feel like we know what we got to do, and we know what we're capable of, and we just have to calm each other down and just talk about it and go out there and put it to plan.
Yeah, like I remember that specific game. It was like the score was 23-3, but I don't think it was as bad. Like defensively, we was just making certain mistakes that we don't usually make. And then when we went in at halftime, I remember the coaches came in and talked to us like, "All right, this is what y'all did wrong. This is what we need to stop doing in the second half, so we can come back and beat this team." And I think when we went out there, that's what we did, and we had a different confidence of ourselves. We believed.
And it was just like based on confidence, because I remember just a few coming to me and saying, "When we get the ball, we just gonna score." And they came out there and scored. And it was like, dang, they got our back, so we got theirs, and it just going at it.
It was a real gut check, and especially back to being at Fort Drum. One of the sergeants would talk about nothing would go as planned. You don't go into they don't fly into Iraq and stuff go as planned. You got to be ready for anything, and that was one of our first games that, okay, this was a gut check. Like, how are we going to get out here? We got it, and we had to see it like as a war. We had to get out of there alive, and that's something we did.
I've got video over here of final drive, 1:23 left. You guys are down 5.
No timeouts, right?
No timeouts. Ryan and Alec, why don't you just take us through what's going on in this drive and tell us how this whole game-winning drive happened.
Now for Syracuse, big factor.
Touchdowns on the first down. You love to have those in your back pocket. I just remember going out there as an offense. We were thinking they couldn't stop us. We knew we were going to score. The whole second half, we kind of did what we want with them. And I just know, I just looked into these guys' eyes, and I knew they were going to make plays. So that was the one thing I remember when we were going out there. I knew we were going to win the game before we even ran a play.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know we practice this every week. We have certain situations. With less than a minute, we're down like three points or whatever. We need to get a touchdown to win the game, and so it's not like this is brand new to us. Like in the game situation is, but practice we run this all the time. And I know Marcus and Jared, they stepped up huge this drive, making critical catches like that, and just everything was clicking that drive.
I think another thing about this drive is, in the very beginning, you kind of saw how their D-line and their linebackers, they were blitzing, doing a lot of things, and after he kept beating them again and again, they kind of gave up front, and the pass rush kind of subsided, and he was able to make some great throws, some great plays down the field, and come out with the victory at the end.
You think you were going to take that one in?
I was just making sure I caught that thing.
You should have seen us on the sideline. Defense.
I remember this play. I swear.
Yeah. What happened there?
I swear I heard someone say go. So I took off and I realized I'm the only one going. So I tried to slow up and time it up, but No, they got me, but I remember he was like, why you do that? I said, I know, bro.
Normally, I'm the one that always jumping off sides. Everyone always gets on me for that. So Alex jumped off, and it actually cost us 10 seconds too. So Alex wanted to make get us the higher difficulty points, so make it a little bit harder for us.
Make it look good.
So he said, take us back 5 yards, minus 10 seconds, and then.
But if you look back on it, I took off on that play. You know what I'm saying?
You were open, but no one else, because no one was moving.
Yeah, great jump. Ryan, you're real quiet. Is this what Ryan is like in the drive? Is he just
like the people who like to talk?
Yeah, I love to talk. You saw me in the basketball game. I'm out there talking to people. But yeah, you didn't even ask me to talk, and I still talk. So
Nah, this is Ryan out the locker room. Other than that, Ryan's not like this.
All right, my take. So this drive, like, we're chipping away. The good thing about the offense we run, like this is second nature to us. I mean, we were used to scoring in 2 minutes. You know, having 2.5 minute drives. But here we just had to be a little smarter. You know, we got down in the red zone, pretty easy, pretty quickly, and then made a few mistakes, but we were able to come back and make some plays. And I thought this was the game right there. But and then I come up and try to be a hero with a QB.
Yeah, I love that. I thought that was great.
And we thought he said he was going to spike it. So
I did say we were going to spike it. I'll just take it.
When that happens, you come up and say you're going to spike it to try to trick the defense? Is that?
No, it wasn't even that. They weren't lined up, and you know.
So
225 pounds.
Twisted. That's why he's doing all those squats.
I was like, I'm taking this. I didn't know if we had time, so. But yeah, no, I got in, but you know they called it out.
That's victory number 2 we had. They took away from us.
Right.
So we won the game twice already.
And then that came out show.
I've never seen Coach Marone in my whole life. He was out of his mind.
That.
Look at his face. That's all right there.
He was stressed out. Like, are you kidding me?
That's so sad.
Oh my! He was halfway on the field, and then I was like, Coach, you got to calm down. If you caught a penalty, you got to go back.
Hey, pause it. With the defense on the line, everybody on defense in the back, like eyes, his heartbeat, not the chest.
Yeah,
He was on the sideline praying.
I was on my knees throughout that whole drive, just praying.
Not me. I was talking stuff to the crowd.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to talk to it.
Yeah, well, now that you're back in.
Exactly. I lost my
Yeah, that has to suck. Having to watch your offense and it's not in your hands. I mean, are you more nervous than the offensive players having to be on the sideline and watch?
We're probably as equally as nervous because we're a team. You know what I'm saying? So we want them to do good. Just like if it was our last drive out there, they'll want us to get the stop. So it was one of those things like we were rooting for them. So if they was feeling nervous, which is their will, we probably the same way too. And like I said, it was just a crazy feeling being in that situation. And it's one of those stories you want to be a part of years from now, telling your kids about, like, you know, we went to South Florida, we were down, then we came back, you know what I'm saying? So, and then it was also frustrating too with the referees. They didn't make it any better. It was like they were trying to take the game away from us.
Had to win it 3 times.
Worst part here at this time is penalty. We have 1 second left, and I swear everybody on our team had a play for this last time. So everybody just chimed in on what they thought, what we should do.
Everybody knew.
So everybody's talking to me and stuff. I literally walked 20 yards out on the field just to keep everybody awake.
Right, call this.
Got on the headset, put the volume all the way up, and drown everybody out.
That's funny.
So you got all these people telling you what to call. Did you know you were going to Alec the whole time?
Oh yeah, the play we called. We couldn't have gotten a better defense because it was a one-on-one show. Alec, the guy who was covering, and it was just a perfect play call against the best defense, and I just didn't want to miss him.
The funny thing about that, like when they're out there and corners on our receivers, like you can't guard him, and like at that point in the moment, we was like, go to Alec, he's scared, and then he scored. And we was
How much confidence do you have to have in your receiver and your ability to throw it when you got one play from 6 inches away and you go in shotgun and call a pass? I think that's what's most unbelievable about this play is that you just trust him so much. that you're willing to throw a pass from this short. And so you come up and you know from this defense like you got the perfect look.
Oh yeah.
It looks like they thought we was gonna run it right there.
Well, because I think we got stopped on the goal line, like a short yardage. We had like 3 plays, we didn't score. So I guess that's kind of why we shied away from running the ball and definitely put it in your playmaker's hands. If you throw it here, you can probably get 2 plays in 6 seconds. So it's like the best of both worlds. Probably get 2 shots at it, even if you don't make the great play you made.
Did you know you had it?
And Shamarko wasn't out there guarding him, so
Oh, yeah. Of course. Hey, all I remember is when we come out the huddle, Ryan saying, just make sure you get in the end zone. I'm like, so I had 2 things in my head. Make sure I get in the end zone and make sure I'll drop this ball. That's all I was thinking.
I actually fell down on this play, too. It's not better. I really want to play. I tripped and fall. Oh. Didn't block anybody. They were lucky because he kind of like spiked his toe.
Yeah.
You're lucky we didn't get a 15-yard penalty.
Why Tyson take his helmet off? Don't look at
Flags.
him.
I know,
He
what
saw
type of
him.
flag?
He took his helmet
Everyone
off.
thought the game was over. That's me right there. I'm telling Coach Martin he's got to get off the field.
Yeah, I didn't realize that we had 3 seconds left.
He thought the game had been expired.
Yeah.
that ball came off
Yeah,
fast.
here I go right now. Oop.
That was that ball couldn't be any perfect.
Yeah,
It
perfect.
hit me right in the chest. Could have dropped that one.
We would have left him in South Florida.
Did you know you put it on him or you threw it?
Pretty much. I mean, like that. Well, I actually threw it behind him. It wasn't perfect.
No, it hit me right here though. I remember that.
Just he just beat him so bad. I just had to put it in his vicinity.
Golden hands.